My name is Mike Benani, and I am sitting inside our Lamborghini Aventador. And like all Lamborghinis you loved growing up, it's got those iconic swing up doors. Excuse me while I crawl out of this thing. Now, this Lamborghini Aventador may just be the most impressive looking car I have ever seen. And along with its impressive looks is impressive performance. Behind the driver's head sits a gigantic V12 engine producing 700 horsepower. Yes, 700 horsepower. Now, it also needs an all-wheel drive system to put all that horsepower to the ground, and it's got that as well. Alongside massive tires on all four corners. Now, the rear tires are about as big as production tires come, and trust me, you need all that grip when you're driving around one of our racetracks. Now, the exterior styling is very aggressive, very futuristic, looks a lot like a transformer or some sort of spaceship, and it acts like it too, because these side vents here, as the car gets a little bit warmer, the engine temperature comes up, these things pop out to allow more air to cool that engine off. The rear spoiler flips up after a certain amount of speed to help with downforce, to help with aerodynamics, to help with braking. These massive side vents put air right through the car's radiators to help keep all that 700 horsepower underneath the car, keep it from overheating, to keep you going around our racetrack. Now, the inside of this car is just as impressive as the outside. Let's get back in there and take a look. The Lamborghini Aventador doesn't necessarily have an interior, it's got more of a cockpit, and you'll notice that once you get inside this thing, it feels like you're in a fighter jet. The whole interior wraps around you, it's got plenty of cool, awesome features. This high-rise center console comes up to kind of be in your face. Right in the center console here is a flip-up cover that conceals the engine start button. Now, flipping up the cover, big bright red, it kind of feels like you have to call the president first before you turn this thing on, and you might as well, because it's like launching a missile. Now, the paddle shifter is right behind the wheel, nice and big. They control this car's 7-speed gearbox, and together with that V12 engine, that 7-speed gearbox put those horsepower to the ground, gets this car from 0 to 60 miles an hour in a staggering 2.6 seconds. The fastest accelerating car that we have in the exotics racing fleet. Now, let's see what this thing can actually do out on the racetrack. What do you say? Alright, here we are making our way out to our Las Vegas racetrack in the Lamborghini Aventador. Now, as we get on track, just a fair warning, there is nothing about this car that is subtle. From the way it accelerates, to the way it shifts, to the way it brakes, to the way it handles, to the way it looks. Everything on this car is aggressive, and if that's what you're looking for, there is no other option besides the Lamborghini Aventador. Now, it's a little bit heavier than the rest of the cars that we have out here, especially its other Lamborghini sisters, the Gallardo Superleggera, and you definitely feel that a little bit through the corners, but what it lacks in lateral grip and nimbleness, it definitely makes up for with that 700 horsepower V12 engine fitted behind it. When you press that gas pedal, there's no other feeling like 700 horsepower under your right foot, believe me. Now, this car will make you work for it a little bit more than the Lamborghini Superleggera, the Lamborghini Gallardo, just because of the extra speed, the extra weight, and its natural aggressiveness. But if that's what you're looking for and you're able to treat this car with a little respect, there's no way you're not getting out of this thing with a gigantic smile on your face. And normally, this car is going to run you about $440,000 to buy one on your own, but you can come out to one of our racetracks with Exotics Racing. You can drive this Lamborghini Aventador around a real racetrack for 5 laps for $499. Definitely a much bigger bargain than buying one of your own. You don't have to fill up the tank when you're done all either. So come out here to Exotics Racing, enjoy our Lamborghini Aventador. We'll see you soon.
Hello, my name is Theo. Could you hear me? Just welcome you to Exotics Racing. Thank you. there you go. Yeah. Well, here is this ball is like approximately the same. Upshifts on the right. Yeah, he's one of the good guys. Yeah, so first lap, take your time. Get used to the car, get it to the right foot, you're good to go. Straight here. Up again. So you see the green car? It's the best line. Always stop. So you go here. Now that apex now goes right, so let's squeeze it forward. And you go full pulse. Steven, let's go. Downshift once. Brakes on this apex on the right. Steven, turn him over here. And at the apex, unwind to left. You see the green code over there? Let's go. Full throttle now. Brake to left, brake hard, downshift. Return to the apex on the right. Here, a little throttle now. And you go back to the right after. Yeah, turn your corners on the right over there. Look. And up brake. Yeah, this is a tricky one. There you go. Turn to the apex on the left. That's a good line. And now you go in the middle. Squeeze that throttle now. Let's go. Downshift. Perfect. Turn into 8 right here. You having fun?